loss brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needed 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua going to change the play.
On 3rd down, Duncan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Herbert.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Pacheco gives it up the gut.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll run on first down. It's Duncan. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. There's good recognition on that play in the run game.
Probably what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Duncan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua out to his left. Open man is Here's Higgins. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's in the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down now. It's Duncan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, but I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Duncan. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester.
And got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. To try here for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Waddle, the motion man right. On 3rd down, Duncan.
across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Moving inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
87 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. On 3rd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
This ball deep for Tony.
And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play clock came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This pass complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 33 yards that time.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Down the sideline he goes.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down at 7. A give to Pacheco off the option.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he's got this down to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Duncan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Duncan.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down now, it's Duncan. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now they'll shift things around.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Tua.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
A give right side for Pacheco.
There he goes right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they faced.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Moore, the man in motion. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Duncan. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
21G, 21G. Corner, whoa.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Still going.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the roll.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
straight. It's Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come right.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a tough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. There he goes right side. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd like to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are in a great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they will take a knee here.
Oh, yeah, we got more where that came from.
Just another day in the office.
Come on, boys, bring it home. We got this. In it to win it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready for this?
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.